Hello, deformed car lovers. So we have another Maruka TTC deformed car. They go by the line Drive Town. Here's an interesting blurb about this car from the Nissan website. The 432 was a top-end model, so it cost twice as much as the regular Z of the day. In this first generation, Fairlady Z or 240Z was the number one selling on single model of sports car in history. They sold over 500,000 units, so that's pretty impressive. And this thing actually has magnesium wheels, which is why it's so expensive. Magnesium. It also had the same engine as the Skyline GTR, the inline six. So it's quite a performance vehicle of its day. Granted, it was only like 180 PS or something. It says somewhere in there. Okay. So, anyways, I bought this off eBay. Oh, it's 160 PS. My bad. 160, around 160 horsepower. I bought this off eBay a while ago and had it sent to the US, and now I'm here to pick it up. No original packaging, but it still has this blister, so it arrived safely. So here's some images of this first generation. This one has those mag wheels. So you can see the deformation is quite interesting. First, it's like a Hot Wheels, where it's giant rear tires. But second, obviously you can see the doors foreshortened a lot. But the rear end and the front end aren't foreshortened too much. So that's what's going on with this deformation here. But generally the front and rear views look the same as the real car. They don't really deform the width or the height of the vehicle too much. This is just a blue I wanted to pull up, but it has the light covers. Fender mirrors would have been cool to see on this. Alright, so it's a nice metallic blue, very cool. And it does have this Tampo printing on the side of the 432 and Fairlady Z. Nicely done. You can actually see the blue between the little lines there. There's a protruding lock and door handle, so that's nice. The wheels are nicely done. I mean they're okay, I guess. For a cartoon car, they're okay. 164 realistic models? No, these aren't very good. What I do like is the tread blocks aren't too bad. They don't look too much like a off-road truck, although I wish they were still less pronounced. And we seem to have molded in bumpers here, painted silver and black. There's actually an antenna stub here, painted silver. There's that Z badge, nicely done. Totally opaque windows, black, but they have raised molding, painted silver. And then the front wheel, yeah, much smaller. The side markers, silver and orange, looks good. This bumper actually looks like a separate piece. Yeah, it is. Then we have a giant turn signal here, painted orange, and then nice crosshatch grille patterns, and then nice clear headlights with the ribbing on the outside. We have the Z badge again, and now you can really see this paint is really good. Some venting here. I don't know what these things are in the real car. Wiper blades molded in, painted matte black, so it is a little different than the glossy of the windshield. Fairlady Z is printed okay there. Interesting, the windshield doesn't have silver paint around the molding. It's actually black. That's not accurate, you know. I do see silver on those pictures, so they skipped that. It's a real shame. Okay, this side here, yeah, fuel filler doors, the difference with the protruding lock painted silver. Going up here, yeah, this is black here as well. Now this I can't really see any chrome, but it's a low angle photo I brought up. I have no idea what these things are. Maybe passive vents. I do see those on the rear photograph. And this is probably the lock for the hatchback. It's interesting. Alright, the wing here is probably a separate piece. And then the taillights are nicely printed. Paint there. Very good. There's some ribbing there. Good separation of the colors. Nice to see Fairlady Z in the license plate area. Some dimples there. This printing here is very clear, just like on the side. Little rivets to hold the bumper on. Little rubber bumperette markings here. And then the two vertical tailpipes look pretty good. There's a little bit of a recess in them. It would have been maybe nice if they're painted silver. They look like they're chrome on the rear photograph I pulled up. And then on the bottom we have some molded details. This is a pullback toy. That's what that white thing is there. And this is made by TTC. So it's not Maruka. The newer ones are made by Maruka. Maybe they changed their name or something. But obviously you can see this is over 2 decades old now. So it's nice that they write Fairlady Z both in English and Japanese. That's cool. So you know who made it, when it was made, and what it is. That's really all I want to know, right? I don't know why other brands failed to do that. There's 4 screws holding this thing together if you wanted to modify it, although with no interior and staggered wheels, unless you have a 3D printer, I'm not sure why you would want to modify it. Yeah, treads are okay. They look a little worn, but I don't mind. Okay, so very cool. So sadly, I am away from my collection, so I have nothing to compare to. Well, I guess I will compare it to this. This is a 1/64 scale Auto World Mercury Cougar. So you can see this is just a big toy. Maybe if I had to guess, it's 1/32 scale. As far as the width goes, you can't really go by the length or maybe the height, I don't know. So anyways, it's huge. That's why I don't collect too many of these, but I actually got this in a bundle package, so I decided to keep it. It wasn't my intention to actually buy this model. So I thought you'd enjoy it if you're like a Nissan Fairlady Z or a Z fan in general. Sorry, this thing's too heavy for my solar spinner, or my spinner died. So anyways, there will be a few other videos because there are a few other vehicles that I got in the bundle sale. So this is just a bonus video. So stay tuned and we'll get those other Drive Town cars later. Thanks. Bye.